My name is Carol Hunsberger. I'm an associate professor in geography and environment. Broadly, my research focus is on environmental justice as it relates to energy systems. So environmental justice means trying to understand patterns of inequality in terms of who is exposed to environmental risks and hazards from pollution and other environmentally impactful activities. And it also means working to try to reduce those inequalities. In terms of energy systems, decisions that we make about how we produce energy, how we distribute it, how we use it, have huge implications for the climate emergency as well as for biodiversity and Indigenous rights. Students and all individuals have a lot of things that we can do to reduce our own environmental impact. So that can include decisions that we make every day about how we move around, foods that we eat, products that we choose to buy or not to buy. But I think it's very important also to look beyond responsibility at the individual level, because institutions like universities, governments at the municipal, the provincial, the federal levels, they all have power to also make decisions that can create an enabling environment to make those individual choices easier. Currently, I'm interested in exploring some different aspects about how these decisions about whether to approve or not new energy projects get made. One aspect of this is to look at the different kinds of arguments and concerns that different participants have raised through review processes when a new project has been proposed, and to compare those to the decision maker's explanation of what went into their decision and influenced it. So we can see how some issues fall off the table when they try to move from people raising them in a public hearing to a decision maker making a recommendation. In Canada, it's quite interesting that our impact assessment system doesn't require cumulative impact assessment of multiple projects. Every project that's put forward is evaluated just on its own terms, so it's quite rare that anyone looks at the cumulative impacts of multiple projects within the same landscape. So because of that, how the boundaries around an individual project get defined becomes quite important. So this summer, I'm working with a student to comb through a bunch of online archives of assessment bodies, like the Canada Energy Regulator, and to try to figure out how the proponents, people who put project applications forward, split up major projects, sometimes into smaller parts, and whether that has an impact on making it easier for those projects to be approved. While my own recent work has focused on how these questions unfold in a Canadian context, of course, similar dilemmas happen all around the world, so there's certainly lots of opportunity for international comparison.